Hey everybody, Jack here. Welcome to Vinyl Martini. Today I'm going to do a contest entry for Steve. Steve's channel is All the World's a Stage. He just hit, didn't just hit, this contest is for him hitting 250 subscribers. He's well over that now. This is Steve's second kick at the can at having a YouTube channel. And he's got a good one. He shows really interesting stuff. And yeah, he does a very professional job. He's asked us to talk about our first concert that we ever attended. So, first concert I attended was in October of 1973, and it was at Massey Hall in Toronto, which is the classic old style theater in Toronto. Holds about 2,000 people. It's a beautiful wooden building built in the early 1900s. Fantastic venue. It's hosted everybody from Neil Young, Leonard Cohen, Santana, you name it, they've played there. Great, used to see a lot of shows there. Who do I go with? I went with my buddy Rick from high school. He was a buddy from high school, and he drove us down. We used to live in the suburbs in Scarborough. We drove downtown in his, I think he had a 67 MG GT, which was a really, really cool British sports car. He didn't own it very long because that's not a great car to have for Toronto winters. I think he only had that for a year. Anyways, who did I go see? Well, it was a triple bill, and opening the show was a little band from Boston called Aerosmith. This was right after they released this first record. Didn't really know anything about them. The knock against them, I knew about them. The knock against them was that Steve Tyler was basically a Mick Jagger knockoff, and I can see that. He had that Mick Jagger look, and he used to drape scarves on his microphone stand. But they put on a pretty rocking show. I think they did. A version of. They did Dream On. Sorry, sorry for stumbling. I'm talking too fast. I bought the album after I saw the show, and I don't really have that many Aerosmith records. I've got this, I've got their second. I have a live album, and I'm looking for a nice clean copy of Toys in the Attic. And I think if you have their first three records, you got their best stuff. Next up on the bill, another band that I'd never heard of, Blue Oyster Cult. Now, this is a cool cover. Check that out. Fantastic cover. Some call them prototype heavy metal. I can see that a little bit. Pretty good band. I've got probably about a dozen of their records. Funnily enough, on this record, Patti Smith co-wrote their song called Baby Ice Dog, and I think the connection between Blue Oyster Cult and Patti Smith is Sandy Pearlman, the producer on this record. What do I remember about them? They were loud, very, very loud, but they were intriguing. Really liked them. And the headliners were Mott the Hoople, and they had just released, not just released, but this was about 8 months after they released All the Young Dudes. I really loved this record when it first came out. Of course, everybody knows about or should know about this record, produced by David Bowie. Do Sweet Jane on here, Mama's Little Jewel. All the Young Dudes is killer song, written by David Bowie, of course. Sucker is fantastic. One of the Boys, originals by the band. Soft Ground, Ready for Love, written by Mick Ralphs, of course. Ready for Love, done by Badfinger when he went to that band. But fantastic record, and I think when they released this record, they were opening for bands, and by the time I saw them in 1973, they were headlining their own show. So there you go, 1973, 3 bands. I believe the cost of the concert was either $4 or $5, which was a hefty sum for somebody in high school back in the day. So there you go, Steve. There's my first concert I ever paid for. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later. There, under 5 minutes. See you later.